Okay, guys, Panzer J back here with Operation GoldenEye. We're at turn number 11, July 41. So this is going to be 11.4, the Commonwealth, and 11.5, the Free French. So we have 3 tech rolls for the British. So we've been lucky enough the last couple turns to hit. I think we've been 3 for 3 each of the last 2 turns. So we're up to 4 completed techs, so I guess I can't really complain no matter what happens the rest of the game for tech rolls. But we're going to go for long-range aircraft, which is at stage 3, and we need a 7 or higher. Improved factories, we have at stage 1, 7 or higher. And I'm not even sure really what the third one to go for. I guess jet fighters, which we don't have on the board yet. So in descending order, we have jet fighters first. So we need an 8 or higher, and we got a 3, so we missed that. We then need long-range aircraft 7 or higher. We got a 7, so we finished off long-range aircraft. And then we have improved factory 7 or higher, a 5. So our luck definitely fell off this turn. We only did one of the 3, but it was the most important one. It finished off another tech. So that is now our 5th completed tech is the British. Long-range aircraft, advanced anti-submarine warfare, radar, wartime economy, and improved construction. So not too bad. We'll take that. I'll take one of 3 if it finished off the long-range aircraft there. On to purchases. So I did have $40, and then Boston Bruce took $1 off me for his sub laying some mines. So I'm down to 39. We're going to spend all of it. So we are going to buy 3 naval transports for 6 apiece. That's 18. We are going to start construction on 2 battleships for 8. That's 26. A medium armor for 6. That's 32. 2 militia for 4. That's 36. A militia upgrade for 2. That's 38. And then we're going to send $1 to the Free French. And there shouldn't be any issues with interdiction or anything. We can leave London. These subs over here in 32 don't block off 24, 33, 48, 79, and then finally in 80. So we shouldn't have any issues getting that $1 to the Free French. So that's our full 39. The FEC has $5, and they're actually going to save all of it. And ANZAC has 6, and they're going to spend all 6. They're going to buy 2 militia for 4 and a militia upgrade for 2. So that's their full 6. So on to combat. We do actually have a couple of combat moves. So again, we're starting to get in action a little bit as the Commonwealth. So the first one's going to be an amphibious assault. So we're going to attack Maharashtra here. Now, I didn't ask Boston Bruce. I didn't have a chance before recording my turn here if he wanted to unsubmerge this sub and do battle with my fleet. I'm going to assume it's a no, considering I'm bringing the whole fleet over, including these destroyers down here. But if otherwise, then we'll have to change that up a little bit. But considering he submerged last turn and I have even more ships this turn, I don't think he's going to just throw his sub away. So we're going to move this entire fleet here in 83, 1, 2 to 84. And then the 2 destroyers can come up 1, 2, 3, and they'll join that fleet in 83 as well. Okay, so, and the 3 naval transports that were part of this fleet in 83 picks up these 5 infantry and this cavalry in Aden to drop them off. So I have 6 units being offloaded. So last turn I wasn't quite sure if I get a shore bombardment for the cavalry since it was disembarking on round 2. But Boston Bruce confirmed that I do. So I should get 6 shore bombards. So I have in this fleet 3 battleships, a battle cruiser, and 2 heavy cruisers will be my shore bombardment. Also, I have this fighter here on this light carrier. It went 1, 2 to get here, 3 Maharashtra, 4 to land back on the carrier, Plus, I'm up to 5 movement anyways because of long-range aircraft, so that can reach. So we are going to shore bombard with 3 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, and a battle cruiser. If that doesn't get the job done, then we are going to land in the initial landing with the 5 infantry and the 1 fighter. And Boston Bruce has a single infantry there in Maharashtra. Okay. And that is it for the UK portion. On to the FEC. They are actually going on the offensive as well. Here in Siam, Boston Bruce has a militia. So my 3 infantry in British Malaya are going to come up 1 to Siam. And then we have 2 aircraft over here in British Somaliland. So again, I have long-range aircraft. That's +1. So this strategic bomber normally has a movement of 6. It's now 7. And the medium bomber normally 5, and now it's 6. So the strategic bomber can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and carpet bomb. Now it is jungle terrain, so I only get 1 roll of a D12 at a 2 or less, not 3 dies. It's reduced by 2 because of the jungle terrain. But then the medium bomber can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 1 movement left. That isn't affected by the terrain. So I'll carpet bomb with 1 D12. And then if that isn't successful, I'll go in with 3 infantry and a medium bomber. And I believe that is it for combat. Just those 2 combat moves. So let's go ahead and do Maharashtra first. So again, we have 3 battleships shore bombarding. So we need a 4 or less on any of these 3 rolls. And we get 2 10s and a 6, so we missed those. Then we have a battle cruiser at a 3 or less. And an 8 misses. And then we got 2 heavy cruisers at 2 or less. And there's the 3 I needed. So we missed there. So now if he gets a hit, he can take 2 of my infantry. So that's going to kind of suck. Okay, the fighter at 6 or less. A 9 misses. And then we have 5 infantry. Doesn't look like there's any... I don't believe that terrain is any kind of negative to my infantry. So we're going to roll 5 2s. And we did get a 2, so we did get a hit. So hopefully... there isn't any terrain modifiers that knocked me down, because if so, then that 2 wouldn't have hit. But it doesn't look like, I don't believe India is desert. It's hard to tell because the color of India very much matches the Middle East, but I don't believe it is. And we didn't have to cross anything to get there, so we should be good. Okay, his 1 infantry at a 4 or less gets a 4, so I'm going to have to lose 2 infantry. So that battle sucked. Okay, so Maharashtra's worth $1. So we take it with 3 infantry and a cavalry. So let's go ahead and move Japan down to 53. And the Far East Command go up to 3. Okay, so that's the first battle. The second one is over here in Siam. So we're going to carpet bomb with our strat bomber, a 1 or a 2. And we get a 6, so of course we miss. Okay, and then we've got our medium bomber. A 5 does hit. So we kill off his militia at a 1 or a 2. A 4 misses. So we take Siam with our 3 infantry, and I believe that's worth $1. Or is it worth anything? Oh, maybe it's not worth anything. Oh, yeah, it is. It's worth $1. So we take $1 off the Japanese, and another $1 go down for Japan. They are down to 52, and the Far East Command go up to 4. And that is it for our combat movement. So now on to non-combat. So we are going to take over here, let's start over with the UK. So we're going to take this destroyer here in 79, and that's going to come down 1-2 to C-Zone 81. This destroyer in 48 is going to come down 1-2 to C-Zone 80. this coastal defense ship is going to come down 1 to 48. And then this destroyer is going to go 1, 2, up to Sea Zone 10 and join that fleet up there. And I believe we're also going to have, actually, that's it for the UK on this side. We're not going to do any other non-combat with the UK. Then for the Far East Command, we had these two planes that attacked Siam. They are both, the Strat Bomber has a movement of 2 left, the Medium Bomber 1. They're going to both come down from Siam 1 down into British Malaya. So they're both there. I'll probably get out a task force marker because British Malaya is getting kind of full. But they'll both land there in British Malaya. And then on to Anzac, we are going to take these 3 fighters, and they're going to come over 1, 2 to southern Australia. Okay, so, and I believe that is it for Anzac. So on to unit placement for the UK. So let's grab our 2 battleships that we started construction on. So they both get put down here at stage 3. And then we have our 3 naval transports, and they are going to all be put down in Sea Zone 10 and joining the reconstituted home fleet that we have. And that's this fleet down here, which I'll let you guys know exactly what's in that here at the end of the turn there. The medium armor is being placed in London. And then we have 2 militia. 1 is being placed in Gibraltar, and 1 is going down in Eastern Egypt. And the 1 militia upgrade is over here in British Somaliland. And that's it for the UK. FEC didn't purchase any units. And then Anzac purchased a militia upgrade, which is here in Sydney. So take off that militia and put down an infantry. And then we purchased 2 militia, one of which we're going to put in Queensland. And the other one, I dropped the chip, so give me a second. The other one is going to be placed in, how about New Zealand? So I'll put that one over here. And that should be it for the Commonwealth. On to collect income. So the UK is at 27. They spent everything they had. So we have a $3 bonus worth of territory. And that bonus is the possession of the Suez. No enemy submarines on any British Commonwealth convoy line. So, I mean, none of the subs convoyed, but they are in sea zones that have convoy lines going through them. So I'm not sure if I would get that bonus or not. We'll say no for now. So that's 30. So we're at $30 for the UK. And then we will do our wartime economy roll. And we got a 5. So unlucky British flag there. So that's $35 for the UK. The FEC is up to $4. And they saved their 5, so that's 9. And then I think they do have a bonus, though. So let me check real quick. For the FEC, $2 for Aden in Eastern Egypt, Allied possessed. Yes, that's another 2. So they should have $11 to spend next turn. And then Anzac is at $6. They have no bonuses because Boston Bruce still does have warships within 2 sea zones of Australia. So 6 for Anzac. So just going a little bit over just a couple of the territories that changed. So in Sea Zone 10, the home fleet consists of 2 fleet carriers with 4 fighters, a battleship, 3 destroyers, 4 British naval transports, and 1 U.S. naval transport. London stayed the same with the addition of a 3rd medium armor. Gibraltar is now up to 3 militia, the seaplane, and the coastal artillery. Eastern Egypt is now up to 2 militia and an infantry. British Somaliland is now up to 4 infantry. The fleet in Sea Zone 84 consists of 3 battleships, 5 heavy cruisers, 1 battle cruiser, 3 light cruisers, 3 naval transports, 2 subs, 2 torpedo boat destroyers, 3 destroyers, 1 light carrier with a fighter. In Maharashtra, there are 3 infantry and a cavalry. In Siam are 3 infantry. In British Malaya, there are 11 militia, 2 AA, a strat bomber, a medium bomber, a coastal artillery, and a fortification. In Australia, we've got 3 fighters in southern Australia, and Queensland has 2 militia. New Zealand has 3 militia. Sydney has 3 infantry, a motorized, and a artillery. So that should be it. And again, money-wise, we have 35 for the UK, 11 for FEC, and 6 for ANZAC. So now on to the Free French. So they had $7 last turn. And the British, if you remember, sent over $1. So that put them up to 8. And with that 8, they're going to purchase a minor factory. Okay, they have no combat nor non-combat movement. So let's go ahead and put our minor factory in northern Algeria. And that should be it for the Free French. They spent everything, and they're at $3. So that is what they will have next turn. So that should finish off the Commonwealth and the Free French. Now turning things over to Global War 36 enthusiast in Italy. We'll see you guys on turn 12.